everyone. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. We're making a list. We're checking it twice. With the holidays in full swing, the Los Angeles Police Department reminds us all to put safety at the top of the list. LAPD gives some tips to help keep purchases and packages safe this holiday season.
So some of the things that people can do to try and stay safe is keep it, lock it, hide it. Keep your valuables with you or make sure that you lock them inside your vehicles. Do not leave any valuables visible in a vehicle where somebody can come and be tempted to break into your car or possibly steal your vehicle. If you're gonna make big purchases or buy something that is very valuable, make sure that you go buy it and the goal is to go back home and drop it off. Make a list of what exactly you're going to buy. If you do go make purchases at night, try to have somebody with you. Be vigilant about your surroundings. You want to make sure that you're not parked next to like a big van, that it's a well-lit area if you don't feel comfortable. A lot of malls have security, that if you are shopping and you're by yourself, you can ask security to accompany you. Try to buy different things on different days, that way you're not trying to cram everything in one day. Sería de preferencia es tratar de no pagar en efectivo. Trate de usar su tarjeta de crédito o del banco y esperarse hasta que llegue a la cajera para pagar, especialmente si es que va a pagar en efectivo. No queremos que las personas enseñen mucho dinero porque uno nunca sabe quién está mirando y quién está alrededor. For online, you have to make sure that the website is a secure website, because you are providing the information and you don't want anybody to obtain your information and possibly steal your identity. Make sure that your phone, the Wi-Fi is off, because your phone can automatically join into a public network and you don't know how secure that might be. And if you make a purchase, you're entering your information, you're entering your credit card, that information can be intercepted and can be utilized against you, and now you're a victim of identity theft. So it is best to just wait when you're at home or you're in a secure place that you know that the Wi-Fi is safe and secure. So shop in familiar websites, secure websites, and websites that you're familiar with and that you trust. We know that certain areas get hit with thieves that come and take items off of your porch, and that really can happen anywhere. So we suggest that you either ship it somewhere where you know it's safe, maybe a family member, even your job if possible, or that someone can be home when the items are being delivered, especially big value items. If you are a victim of a crime, you definitely want to give up whatever that suspect is asking for, because you can replace those items, but you cannot replace your life, and you don't want to risk you or somebody else getting hurt. And then report it to the police immediately. For additional safety holiday tips, you can go to lapdonline.org.
Where your council district begins and ends can matter a great deal, and it raises the question of who gets to draw the line. In November 2024, if voters approve, LA will get a redistricting process which will operate independently from the City Council.
With the charter reforms that are before you today, if approved by the council and then approved by the voters in November of next year, we will for the first time have truly independent redistricting, which is completely independent from the City Council.
I was very pleased that our independent redistricting proposal that we've been working on literally for 2 years finally got to the council, passed unanimously with some minor tweaks, and will be going to the ballot now in November of next year. Something as significant as redistricting is often not really noticed by the general public. But it's important to keep in mind that we only have 15 council districts in the city to represent 4 million people, to represent the broad diversity of interests that we have in the city. And so how you draw the lines of those 15 districts very much influences who gets elected, who has a voice, who is represented in the City Council. If it's approved by the voters, for the first time in the city's history, there will be an entirely independent redistricting process, so that when council district lines are drawn, the council members will have absolutely no role in determining the boundaries of their districts. And this is important because we should have a system in which the voters have a fair process to choose the people that they wish to represent them. And so now with independent redistricting, we will accomplish that for the first time in 100 years. The ad hoc committee on governance reform that I created when I became council president has much more still to do. There are many other reforms that we're going to be putting forward for the ballot and otherwise, and we're going to continue this work of reform and confidence building right up until the very last day that I'm in this office.
Los Angeles held its first ever Transgender Day of Remembrance. The Department of Civil and Human Rights, Councilwoman Tracy Park, and community groups came together to honor those who had passed and to share space in joy and solidarity with transgender people.
We are standing in the memory of those who have fallen, those who have fallen.
We are celebrating the first ever Transgender Day of Remembrance opening ceremony and celebration hosted by the LA City Hall. And this is in partnership with different community-based organizations, the Office of Council Member Tracy Park, and the LA Civil Rights Department, and the Transgender Advisory Council. So I am so happy to be doing this in honor of those community members we've lost, and also in order for us to share space to be in joy in community with trans people.
So this is a celebration of all those lives that we have lost on the year. Started way back, and the whole country is celebrating this Day of Remembrance of this month of November.
Everybody has the right to be treated with love and compassion and kindness. So that's what I'm finding out here, and it really touched my heart. They need to have their voices heard, and everybody has a story to tell, and all we need to do is listen.
We are very lucky to live in a city that we have government officials and also agencies such as civil and human rights. And that's the reason why a lot of our community members from other states come here to Los Angeles, because they feel like it's a safer city for them to live.
We want to celebrate the Transgender Advisory Council and all that they do for Los Angeles. It's important to remember those lives that are lost, but to celebrate and to fight for those that are here with us, to think about protecting them from discriminatory and hateful practices, as well as looking forward to upward mobility programming to support the transgender community here in Los Angeles, and let them know that we truly have a Los Angeles for everyone.
For more information on the work of the Transgender Advisory Council, visit LA Civil and Human Rights and Equity Department at civilandhumanrights.lacity.gov. The prestigious Innovation and Performance Awards were recently given to city employees, commissioners, and neighborhood councils. The awards recognize innovative ideas and practices that advance the city, making it a better place for everyone.
The Commission is very excited to be hosting our Innovation and Performance Awards. This is where we recognize both innovative ideas and best performance practices in the city of Los Angeles.
We have 10 awards that we will be presenting, 5 for innovation and 5 for performance. We have a 1 Innovation of the Year award out of those and 1 Performance of the Year award. So we really get to highlight not only teams, but individuals too, and all of their great work.
We provide grants and a little bit of guidance on how they might try to do that. They can experiment with ideas in a way that's kind of low risk. And if it doesn't work, we learn lessons from that. And if it does work, we've got a great new idea that they can build on and that also other departments in the city can build on and replicate.
Our mission is to improve transparency, efficiency, if we can, save money for the city by either funding or recommending improvements to the city.
It's this is something that will encourage them to continue doing great work and hopefully have other people look to our workforce as some place where they know they'll be appreciated.
Congratulations to all the winners.
Holiday safety tips. Council moves closer to rodeo ban. And dog respiratory virus alert. These stories up next on CityBeat.
The City of Los Angeles Emergency Management Department, EMD, reminds Angelinos to stay safe this holiday season. This is the peak season for holiday fires, and a few careful steps can keep your holiday lighting from becoming a disaster. Half of home fires in December are caused by candles and other heat sources that are placed too close to the Christmas tree. Inspect lights for frayed wire or other defects before using, and don't leave lit candles unattended. Keep your tree at least 3 feet away from any heat source, keep it watered in order to reduce flammability, and keep the tree clear of any exits. For more information and holiday safety tips, please visit emergency.lacity.gov. LA City Council moved closer to a ban on rodeos in Los Angeles, with exceptions carved out for certain cultural and traditional equestrian events. Prior to the City Council meeting on this issue, activists and animal welfare groups voiced their support for a rodeo ban. Draft legislation would outline and prohibit harmful practices, techniques, and devices at rodeo and rodeo-related events. Restrictions on rodeo events are already in place in Pasadena, Irvine, Napa County, New York, and other cities across the U.S. For more information, visit lacity.gov/government. LA Animal Services has released information about dogs getting a new respiratory illness, especially after visits to group settings for dogs. Atypical canine infectious respiratory disease, ACIRD, is a virus affecting dogs which can be serious for their health. Dog owners are advised to be on the lookout for symptoms such as coughing, sneezing, nasal discharge, and a lack of energy in their dogs. If your dog has symptoms, get a vet appraisal, keep sick dogs at home, and away from group settings for dogs. If your dog becomes ill after being boarded or in a facility, be sure to take the animal to the vet and notify the facility. For more information, visit laanimalservices.com/press releases.
Get ready to glide into the holidays at the Pershing Square Holiday Ice Rink. This year, there's a 60-foot Christmas tree, twinkly lights all around, and with 7,200 square feet of ice, it's LA's coolest downtown holiday activity.
So we're right here in the heart of downtown LA, Pershing Square. As a matter of fact, the Department of Recreation and Parks facility. And right here we have our holiday ice rink that's been here now for over 20 years. Well, I think this is a space where you feel safe. You feel in the jolly season of the holidays. We got music playing in the background. You know, we have people skating, having a good time. It's a great environment to bring your children, come ice skate and experience downtown LA. Every year we add more and more features. This year is behind the ice rink. There's a big giant 60-foot Christmas tree that we added. This definitely adds to the whole experience here during the holiday season.
We both wanted to go on a date really bad because we've just been so busy with so many things. And then we just looked up online what we could do in LA because we wanted to come down to the city. And we found this place and we thought it'd be a good idea.
You guys should really get out here. The ice is cold, the weather's great. Just make sure to bring a jacket and it's super fun. The scenery is just really brings together the whole vibe. It's super cool and all the lights around are really beautiful.
I think activities like this are important just because it brings people together and it's an opportunity, you know, like nowadays we're always busy, you know, some people are working. So it's a good opportunity for us to come together and spend that time together and just have fun.
It's so much fun. I was trying to think the other day, they said that 76 confirmed proposals on this sheet of ice. That's amazing. That's amazing. I think it's a record for us. So it just goes to show you, holiday seasons are here, definitely. Lights are out, the buildings are lit for Christmas. Here's the ice rink, back again, 26 years strong. The Holiday Ice Rink in downtown LA.
The kickoff to the holiday season by the harbor included a tree lighting, a holiday market, a Nutcracker Ballet presentation, and of course, a water parade. Take a look.
We are in Wilmington. We're on Avalon Boulevard at the town square, and what we're going to be doing tonight is a tree lighting. We have a winter wonderland going on right now. We have snow for the kids and some of the older kids. I might be sledding a little bit later. And we have some of our great vendors and community partners. We have some entertainment on the stage. And right at 7 o'clock, we're going to have Santa come and we're going to light the tree.
3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas!
You know, from Wilmington, this is very nice to see. I like seeing the community come together and just be one, you know? Shout out to my grandma and just to everyone who couldn't make it. This is a big part, Wilmington in general, the community coming together and, you know, just showing support.
Everybody is just having a great time out here. And it's about bringing community together. We heard the band earlier from the high school. We've got food stands and ceramics and arts. We even had a marionette show earlier on the big stage. And it was all capped off with the council member lighting the Christmas tree from atop the ladder of the Los Angeles Fire Department truck. So it's been a great evening.
Well, what we do by creating an event like this is that we activate this public space. We close down the street, we bring in neighbors and friends and families together, and we create not only fun, but we create community, we create safety, and we create memories. And I think that's just so important to create memories for parents and kids.
Green Meadows Recreation Center was the place to be for some festive fun. Their winter holiday event was a community collaboration which brought together good food, community resources, a toy drive and giveaway for children, and snow for all to enjoy.
Welcome to Green Meadows Recreation Center. Today we have our annual toy drive and toy giveaway.
This is an exciting Winter Festival day at Green Meadows Park. It's a chance for us to celebrate the holidays and to let our kids know that we care about them. So we've got not only presents, but we've got some food, there's information, there's snow, there's a lot of goodwill out here today.
Yes.
Well, you know, it's really a collaborative effort. The council office, of course, works with our Department of Rec and Parks, you'll hear from in a minute, but also we have nonprofit organizations that are in the community and for-profit organizations that contribute during this time of year. We're really making sure that our kids have something for Christmas.
This type of event is extremely important to our Green Meadows community. We have those that are low income. And you know, during the holiday season, after you pay the bill, sometimes there's not enough funding to buy toys for the kids. So today is the day where the parents get a little relief and they're able to allow the kids to come pick a free toy. And it's free.
Today's event is really good and it shows unification and togetherness and getting the community out here and being a part of something special.
So today is a day for everyone, regardless of race, creed, color, disability. Today is a day for everyone. But this is also a time for us all to come together in unity and as one. One of the other things I would like to say, I would like to thank the Electrician Union and the Carpenters Union. They have raffled off 15 PS5s. They have also raffled off 4 flat screen TVs, 55-inch TVs, and 4 iPads.
Well, it's just, as I said, a really exciting collaborative effort. The leadership here at the park does an extraordinary job year in, year out to make sure that our kids have the access to the resources they need to be successful. And so we just appreciate the efforts.
Yes.
Separating waste into blue, green, and black bins from LA Sanitation covers a lot. But if your item is too toxic to trash, it can be taken to one of 6 safe centers around the city. They take the hazardous items such as paint, cleaning materials, electrical waste, and medicines.
have the UCLA Safe Center, where residents can come by and drop off household hazardous waste, such as paint, cleaning products, medication, batteries, light bulbs, and anything that's too toxic to trash. We want to make sure that it's not being thrown in the black bin, the blue bin, or the green bin, so we have facilities established where you can drive through and drop off the material for free and for proper disposal.
Well, this is very important because typically people that are not aware of these programs tend to throw hazardous waste into their trash, where it can pollute the environment. It pollutes our landfills, it pollutes our groundwater, and it's just something that we need to teach our children to start doing the right thing and recycle. And this is one of the great programs that invites that. It invites conversation in the homes on how to properly dispose of hazardous waste.
Today we're getting rid of some hazardous waste, mostly light bulbs, LEDs, CFLs that have accumulated in one of our theaters, and we are able to get these out of the way and make space for other projects.
It's great that there are programs like this that are dedicated to, disposing of this kind of waste safely, right? I love that there's a program, that there's people dedicated to that cause.
This is really a great program in that material that you shouldn't be throwing in the trash can come to the safe centers here. This is a free service, and the material is recycled accordingly, disposed of accordingly, and it truly is something that as residents of the city of LA, we should be utilizing.
Everyone's been helpful, from the guard to pulling up. It's not overly complicated. So thank you for making it so easy.
So UCLA serves our West LA neighborhoods, but we have 6 other facilities. For more information on our other facilities, residents are invited to visit our lacitysan.org/safe centers, and they can learn about the address and the operating hours.
In this week's feature story, Council President Paul Krekorian sits down with Ann Police to discuss his leadership during a difficult time. He talks about his work on redistricting and how government reform can create confidence in the democratic process.
Our guest is the president of the Los Angeles City Council. His leadership has helped the city navigate through some difficult situations. It is my pleasure to welcome Council President Paul Krekorian. How are you?
I am great. How are you doing, Ann?
Doing
It's good
well.
to be with you.
Yeah, glad to have you on. You chair an ad hoc committee on government reform. Independent redistricting, why is that so important for you?
In order for people to have confidence in the democratic process, they need to feel that the system is not being gamed. And frankly, under the old model, it was, because the process we had was not independent.
What does redistricting do for folks who are looking to be reelected? Does it complicate matters once the redistricting is done?
Well, in my view, it should be irrelevant, because we should redistrict according to the interests of communities, not the interests of elected officials. And so if this hurts somebody in their reelection campaign, that should be irrelevant to the process. We want to create fair districts that equitably include all of the communities of Los Angeles and allow their voice to be heard. And the election results, those cards will fall, however they fall. That's what independent redistricting really should be.
I'm hoping that you guys can all figure this redistricting out, because I just need to elect you. I get what we have to do, right? Just massage to create districts that benefit you all.
When we listened to those tape recordings of that meeting, people were, of course, shocked by some of the racist things that were said during that conversation. But let's remember that the topic of the conversation was how to draw district lines in a way that would favor the members who were participating in that conversation, even to the point of disenfranchising entire communities within the city of Los Angeles. I am completely confident that we've produced a terrific policy recommendation for the council on independent redistricting, and I'm very proud that we're doing this for the first time in 100 years.
Is the 2024 election a reality?
Yes.
That's what you're shooting for?
Yes, for sure redistricting will be on the November 2024 ballot. I guarantee that.
Now, you, Mayor Bass, and a delegation of council members spent some time in our nation's capital. The LA Department of Water and Power will receive $48 million in a federal grant to expand and strengthen the clean energy that we're all going for here.
The DWP is on track to achieve 100% clean energy by the year 2035. And what we're doing through LA 100 is really the model for the rest of the nation.
Thank you, Council President Krekorian. We were so glad to have you on today.
In this week's Things to Do, see the holiday movie classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Vote for the Los Angeles Fire Department Photo of the Year and enjoy a snow day at Gilliam Park. All this up next on Things to Do.
Don't let the holiday season slip by without seeing the 1946 classic, It's a Wonderful Life, on the big screen. The story of George Bailey's quest to find the meaning of his life and a second-class angel's journey to earn his wings is one of the most beloved movies of the holiday season. Bring the entire family to San Pedro's Warner Grand Theater for this heartwarming Christmas classic. Arrive early and you can even meet Santa before the screening. It's a Wonderful Life begins at 6:30 p.m. Saturday, December 23rd. For movie tickets and more information, visit the San Pedro Film Festival website at spifest.org. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Time for the annual photography contest by the Los Angeles Fire Department, LAFD. Photographers who have submitted their work to LA's fire department throughout the year have each chosen their best shot for the contest. Now the public gets to vote on this year's winning snap. Online voting opens at 7 a.m. on December 18th and closes on December 27th at 10 p.m. Winners will be announced on January 2nd, 2024. You can like your favorite photo on the polling site. Check out LAFD.org for the voting link. Los Angeles Department of Recreation and Parks, Streets LA, the Department of Sanitation, and Council District 10 are bringing the snow to Los Angeles this holiday season. Gather family and friends to create amazing holiday memories as Gilliam Park is transformed into a magical winter wonderland. Enjoy snow games, arts and crafts, snow sculpting, and tons of fun. This event is free and open to the entire community. Join the festivities on Saturday, December 23rd at Gilliam Park from noon to 5 p.m. For more information, log on to cd10.lacity.gov. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.